Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Today we're going to switch things up. We're not going to look at the MIH project. We'll continue that at a different live. I'm trying to think of a different strategy and what's the best way in order to showcase the MIH project and the best way to teach you what's it all about and get you into it, ease you into things because I know it's quite big. So we're figuring that out on the side. So today what we are going to do is we are going to continue working on the MIH app and some enhancements for it. So it has been quite a minute since we've developed or coded during the MIH live, but that's what we're going to get up to today. So we've recently released version 1.2.5 of MIH, and it brought a couple of performance enhancements and fixes like that. So it was more behind the scenes changes. But what we're going to do now in the next version of MIH, which is 1.2.6, we are going to try and change the workflows. I like calling it the workflows. So that is the process of you signing up for an account. Is it simple? Is there enough buttons in the right places? Are things hidden away from you? All of those kind of things. I'll give an example of what we've been doing. So my mouse, the one that I'm currently using right now, the scrolling wheel stopped working. It feels like it's not connected to something in the middle. So I've been living without a scroll wheel for quite some time now. And because I have no scroll wheel, I used to use the scroll wheel on MIH in order to scroll up and down and things. But then now without the scroll wheel, I realized that there's no scroll bar. So the bar on the right-hand side of the screen in order to scroll through things. So we fixed that and we added that in. So that's some quality of life improvements that we bring into MIH and other things. But we'll dive into it and see how it goes. And hopefully we can work on, I think towards the end of last year, we were working on profile links. So this is adding links to your specific MIH profile, so your personal MIH profile. So for example, you can have a link to your TikTok, have a link to your Instagram, and your own custom link. So similar to a link tree, but inside MIH. Sawubona Iki, nice to see you here this evening. So similar to that, we wanted to bring that into MIH, but we shifted our focus onto things that are a little bit more urgent and important at the moment. So we put that on the back burner for now. So that's what we're going to get up to. We're going to dive into MIH and figure things out. See what we can change and enhance, and I'll show you some of the enhancements. So let's switch screens over on YouTube and Twitch. So remember, the MIH Live is available on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. But on the other platforms, YouTube and Twitch, we sharing our screen. So it's a little bit better to follow along with the code and with everything else out there. So I'm going to flip my camera. So cool. I hope you're able to see it. So this is the MIH app. We currently have 1,242 people and 61 businesses are part of the MIH community. And if you'd like to download it, please feel free to head over to the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Huawei App Gallery, and we're also available on the web. Just search MIH and we will appear at the top of the list. Cool. If you'd like to contribute to the MIH project, because MIH is open source, an open source application and tool and project, you are able to contribute and look at the code, investigate things, and it's all available on the Git, the MIH Git, which can be found on git.mzansi-innovation-hub.co.za. And we also, I'll show you what we just did, but we're going to make it a little bit easier to find our Git repository. So let's dive into the code. But before we dive into anything, let's look at MIH. So this is the application at the moment. I hope you can see. Let me put it over here. This is the application. And some changes. This is just in the development environment. It's currently sitting on It's currently sitting, this is in an, excuse me, in an emulator. Yo. Sorry, I need some water. So it's currently sitting in an emulator right now. So the MIH app is the first super app of Mzansi, the first open source super app of Mzansi. And it provides you with many different powerful MIH packages. So we made some changes to the about section. So when we tried, I'll tell you a story right now. So when we tried to upload the new version 1.2.5, over onto the Huawei app gallery, they rejected us because they said that this update MIH button, when they click on it, it navigates them over to the Google Play Store. And Huawei, of course, they want to navigate over to the Huawei app gallery. So we had to change that. So if I click on this, you will see now there's a pop-up that appears. So this pop-up only appears if you have the Android device, if you have the Android version installed and an Android phone. So whether that's a Huawei or a normal other Android device, when you click on it, it now asks you, please select the platform you would like to install / update MIH from. So the Google Play Store, Huawei app gallery. If you click on it, it'll navigate you to the right place. So we're now giving you the options. But if you're on iOS, it will take you directly through to the App Store. If you're on the web, what that will do is it'll install it as a PWA, a progressive web app. So that's what it is. So we added that in to have a little pop-up to ask you where do you want to update it from. If we scroll down, all of this is the same. Everything is fine. And then at the bottom, this is new. So let's see what the old one looks like. So yeah, I can't even show you what the old one looks like because I can't scroll. But basically, the old one looks like, I'm trying to think if I can scroll, but you see, this was the problem. So there's no scroll wheel over here. There's no scroll wheel at the moment when we hover over the side of the screen, but we fixed that in the latest version. But yeah, I'm quite happy with what this looks like right now. This at the bottom. And when we add the profile links in the future to your personal profile and elsewhere, all of these kind of things will look like that on your personal profile. So when you click on it, it'll navigate you over to the right place. Like if we click on Git, it will open up and navigate you directly through to the MIH project on Git, the MIH Git. If we close this and head over to LinkedIn, it should navigate you over to the MIH LinkedIn profile. Oh my word. Yeah, I don't know why they're asking me to sign in, but they'll navigate you there. If you click on TikTok, it'll navigate you to the TikTok profile and things like that. So not now. So I like how it looks. It looks much better than what it was looking like previously. A lot cleaner. And I'm going to try and implement something like this elsewhere inside MIH also to make it, to make it a little bit nicer, I guess. So that was another thing. Now let's see the other workflow optimization that we got up to. If we head back over to the home screen of MIH on the current live version of MIH, and we head over to the Mzansi profile. Okay, it's live now, or let's head over to the business profile. This is the best place to show you it. If we head over to the business profile and click on that, you will see that there's a button at the bottom of the screen to edit your profile. But this button is not always visible, you see? When, let's say your screen is not as big as what my screen is, you won't know where to update or edit your business profile. Because it's hidden from you, you have to scroll down in order to find it. And that's a bad UI and UX design. And we realized this and we've enhanced it. So now the new way of doing it in the next version of MIH will be, let's switch over to our business profile, would be to click on the pencil icon right there at the top of the screen. So it doesn't matter how small your screen is, because your profile picture is the main focus of everything. You just click on that and the window will appear where there's a button at the top where you can update it. So let's say you edit your profile picture, you just click update over here. Or if you edit any of this information, you can click update. But if you scroll down also, there's an update button at the bottom. I'm not sure what you think about that, having two update buttons. But I think it's I think it's a lot better than having it just at the bottom. So for now, we're gonna keep it at two places just to make sure that, like, say you update your profile picture, you immediately have access to the update button instead of scrolling all the way to the bottom to click update. So we did that over on the business profile and on the personal profile. When we edit profile, you'll see update button at the top. It's much nicer when there's two. Shout out Mason. We appreciate that. I was thinking about only putting it at the top, but having it in two places is quite nice. Thank you so much for that feedback. We appreciate you, Mason. So that's another workflow issue, a workflow thing that we've added in. And I'm quite happy with that. So the next thing that I want to do is under the... Wait, I had it on Git here. Put it down as an issue. So new business profile. Okay. So when you create a new account on MIH, so we can do that right now. I'll sign out. And we'll create a brand new account. So we can call this test60 at mih.co.za. Test at 60. Test at 60. And then we'll just click create account. And now it's going to ask you to set up your profile. So we have our icon over there. We'll click on that. We'll add our username, tester. And your response time is quite fast. Shout out. I think it's the architecture on the back end that makes it quite speedy. And also it's running on localhost. So depending on how our main server is doing, on a good day, it's quite fast. But thank you so much for noticing that. We appreciate you, Mason. Please feel free to download the MIH app and try it out right now. We are available. Let's head over. We are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Huawei App Gallery, and also the web. What's the animations when you... What's that animation when I log in? Wait, I'm gonna create this account, then we'll log in again and see. What's my personal mission to test? And then I won't activate my business account now. So we'll set up our profile. So let's see, Mason, let's accept this. So let's see what you're talking about. So I'll sign out and let's sign back in. So tester60 at mih.co.za. Tester at 60. Sign in. I'm not sure what animation you saw there, but I think you're talking about that slide animation. So if you open up any of not this one. If you open up any of the MIH packages that have more than one tool at the top, it does do a slide dance for you to show you that you are able to scroll. So let's head over to Minesweeper. It should bounce over to you, this letting you know that you are able to swipe through to things, because at one point in time we made some changes to MIH and moved a tool from the front over to the next page, and people were afraid that things got deleted and stuff, and they didn't know that they were able to swipe. So we just added in that little animation to let you know that you are able to swipe over in order to get to the next side. I hope that answered your question. Oh yes, that one. It's actually smart. Yeah. It was a way to solve a user experience issue. But thank you so much for noticing. We appreciate you. So let's add a profile picture in also. Nice. I like the button at the top. It's super easy to change picture and update from there. Okay, so we have that set up. Let's activate our business account and update, dismiss. Now it's going to ask us to set up a business profile. So I'll set up my business profile. So over here I have my profile picture thing. Okay. And I have my signature and add. I think we need to change this from add to set up profile, or set up, or create. Yeah, I'm not happy with the add wording over there. I'm definitely gonna call it something else. Let's do that quickly. So that would be under the MIH package, Mzansi profile, business profile, and then set up business. Okay, over here. I'm gonna go to that definition. We'll scroll down. Should be at the bottom, or slash add. Nice. And then change inside Word. We're gonna say setup, or create setup profile. Setup business. Yeah, setup business. Perfect. So we'll have our business details. So I'll just add a profile picture over there. Noni, I see the hearts coming through. Shout out. Thank you so much for the likes. We appreciate you. We'll set up, we'll just put this QR code for now. Business name, tester60, tester60 business. Type, tester. Email, t@t.com. Cell phone number, 0123456789. Yeah. Tab, our mission and vision to test. Tab, and the rest of them should be optional. Yeah, everything should be optional over here. I'll set up our location also. Perfect. It's taking long like that because my title, founder. It's taking long like that because it's on the... Shout out Noni for the follow. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. It's taking long to set up like that because it's running on the emulator. I don't know why it's so slow. But there our business profile is set up. So that's how easy it is to set up your account on MIH. That's your personal account and your business profile. Many different features out there. So I think I'm happy with that workflow on adding a business. I do have the icon for... Thank you so much, Noni, for the rose. 2 roses. We appreciate you. I have a question from Ghost over here. Sorry if I missed it. This is Flutter, definitely. Thank you so much for noticing. So let's... thank you so much for the question. So let's look at our tech stack. So this is MIH. Shout out, Noni, for another 2 roses. We appreciate you. So this is our technology stack right now. Remember, MIH is open source, so you can fork it and clone it on your side. So please feel free to do so. Head over to git.mzansi-innovation-hub.co.za. We'll make it easier in the future. So if we head over to our tech stack, you'll see that for our front end, we are using Flutter in order to develop both for the web, Android, and iOS. And iOS. And we have started the process of creating a Linux version, and one day we'll create a Mac version also for MIH, all because of Flutter. Flutter provides us with the power to do that. So we have many different things. Let me know if you have any questions about the tech stack. But yeah, they each serve their own purpose. So I'm happy with what we've done over here. So we can close this, or let's not close it. So you can see this is the MIH server running locally on our side using Docker. So I'm just going to Control L to clear that. And over here, what we will do is I'm inside the MIH project, PWD. Just double check that. Yeah, we're inside the right one. And over here, I'm just going to say git status. I'm going to see what's out here. Shout out Ghost for the follow. We appreciate you. Make sure you download MIH, available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Huawei App Gallery, and the web. So you can see we do have a couple of modifications over here that we would like to make. We would like to commit to our Git, right? So let's do that right now. So we can say git add. I'll say MIH underscore UI, and then lib, and then MIH packages, and then Mzansi profile, and then star. So I'll add everything from there. Perfect. Now if I say git status again, you will see that everything is green. So that means everything is staged and ready for me to commit it inside git. So I'll clear this again, and I'll say git commit -m. I want to add a message also. So update Mzansi profile workflow. You know what? Not yet. Let me not do that. Let me not jump the gun. And do that. There's something else that I would like to do. So if we have a look under the business profile section, this is what I want to change. Under the business profile section, you will see that we have this thing called the business info tab. So this is where you'll be able to call someone, you'll be able to call this business, email them, navigate to them, visit their website, rate them, and bookmark them. So I'm not sure if we should keep it like this. Yuki Magazine, shout out. And thank you so much for following us on GitHub. Sorry, I just got sidetracked by the likes. Howdy, how we doing? We good, Yuki, we good. So let me know if this is you on GitHub. So I was perusing my Git, and I saw that I had a star on the MIH project. So it's our first star outside of my own stars, right? My own people's stars. And it's from, I just saw Yuki at the end. So I'm assuming it's you, Yuki Magazine. And I saw you followed us, and we just also followed you. What is this? Last week, follow, whatever this is. Oh, this is my feed. So yeah, it just popped up. Sorry, I'm new to GitHub and things, but yeah, I think this is where we saw it. We saw you followed, or you starred our repo and you bookmarked us or something like that. But shout out. We appreciate you. So cool. So this is what I wanted to ask you. So I wanted to ask you, should we keep our thing like this, to have an icon and have the words over there, or should we change it and make it look something like this at the bottom? So I have like a call icon and with it green, and a email icon and all of these kind of things. Let me know if we should do this or we should have it the other way. We can try and see what it looks like first before we proceed. So we can do that by the okay, let's go to view details, and then we'll go down over here and see from this side. We'll go down. There should be something over here like info tab or something like that. Yeah, MIH business card, this is it. So this is under my package components. Okay. So currently we are displaying it like we are displaying it over here somehow, and it's looking quite complex at the moment. Not gonna lie, looking quite complex. So it's material. So we should, you know what? I'm gonna make a copy of this because I don't want to lose it, and we can compare it to each other. So I'm gonna make a copy of this. Paste. Copy. Paste. Yeah, I'm gonna make a copy of it, and then I'm just gonna call it v2 underscore v2, and then over here Control F, we'll just replace it with the same thing and call it v2. replace all of it. And hopefully that's fine. So in our profile view, no, let's not do it in our profile view. Let's do it in our business profile something. Let me know if you have any questions for us while we are just here coding. Sorry if I'm a little bit slow. We have slowed down on the coding on our side. We're focusing a lot on the sales and getting clients, so chasing leads. So that's what we've been focusing on right now. So we have gotten a little bit slower. So we're gonna start working on this one. So over here, set up business, not business setup. This business details on my word. Business details. Yeah, this is the one that I want. So we should be able to say MIH business card. MIH business and V2. Save. Okay. So now we're going to head over here, GD, we're going to go to the definition. And from here, we're going to start editing things over here. So I know for sure I don't need a material. I definitely don't need a material. So I'm going to control click and I'm going to remove that. And inkwell, wait, what is this? What am I, wait, undo. Redo. Okay. So I need to go to the we just need this. Okay. So instead of I'm doing it in the build section, so we don't need material. Control click. We'll remove material. I don't think we need a container either. Is there a specific color over there? No, I don't think we need a container either. And do we need a column? How did we do it for this one? Sorry, I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit. MIH profile links, and we'll see from here. So I'm just looking at this. So there's a padding. There's a. I want to contribute. What's on the task list? Shout out. I think it's Ricardo. Let me know. I think no. Yo, I forgot your name, colon. I know you told me it, but I forgot it. I'm thinking it's Ricardo. I'm not sure why, but shout out. So at the moment, there aren't many tasks available out there. So there's just, let's head over to the issues. So there's only 2 at the moment. And the first one is what we're working on at the moment right now. And that's enhancing the business profile look and feel, editing the business profile look and feel. Then we have our MIH security vulnerabilities. So this, I'm not sure if you remember, but Ronan offered his services and done some checks on our side and enhanced or gave us a document. I think the document should be somewhere over here. But gave us a document that we can, there's it over here. Presented us with the document with some of our security vulnerabilities that he provided to us. So there's 2 of them that's currently left over. So the first one is our containers are running as root. And it shouldn't be the case. We should have like a user or something. And then the next one is an unsafe file upload and path construction. So this is to do with our APIs when we're uploading pictures. There's some issues over here. This one is a little bit of a bigger task. I need to figure out what's the best way to enhance our API and update our API. And then the second one, I'll also have to do a little bit of investigation, but you can please feel free to have a look, see what's running, see where the issues are. You can read the document. You see MIH auth test.pdf. That's the document over there. You can read it, review it, and see what's up. But yeah, you can sort that out if you'd like to contribute to the process. Remember, we do The main version of our Git repo is available here on this URL. So it's git.mzansi-innovation-hub.co.za. That's where it's currently lives. So you can please feel free to head over there and contribute that side. Cool. So let's see. So we have a wrap, size box, button size 80. Okay, so we just need a, let's go up, O, return wrap, and from there we'll append it, enter, here. From that, what we will do is, I'll just copy some of these, yank it, come here, paste it, delete. Oh, children. Oh, children. Perfect. OBS size box, button. Okay, button link. So we just need to have buttons over here, I guess. So we can easily do that here. So insert. I'm just gonna copy our buttons from our code over here because I'm a little bit lazy. Yank this, paste it here, CW, down. WW back X. Okay, so perfect. So the first thing that we're going to do is have a call button, and I think we should have a size box around. We should have a size box over here, and we can just make it width 80. Why did Copilot change 80 and then O height 80? Perfect. We don't need this. Button color. Okay, so we'll get the rest all over the place. So we need to get our contact info GD, and over here, what language is this? Tumza. So we're currently using Flutter in order to create our front end of our application. So Flutter is the framework that we are using in order to create that. I hope that helps. Primary. Oh, I don't even think I need to struggle that much. Over here by button color, I should just be able to say change inside word. Oh, a framework. So sorry. So the language is Dot, and the framework is Flutter. So my apologies. I didn't read your question properly. So yeah, the language is Dot. You can see at the top dot. So it's Dot files, and the framework is Flutter. It's a framework and language created by Google for the specific purpose of creating Flutter apps, I'm guessing. And it allows you to code once and then deploy to multiple different platforms. Like, for example, you can you code in Dot and use Flutter, and then you can deploy to we've deployed to the web, iOS and Android, and you can also deploy to Linux, Windows, and Mac OS also. Dot, how do I not know it when I'm into web development? Hectic. So you're probably living in the JavaScript world, I'm assuming. So a lot of web developers love JavaScript and the JavaScript ecosystem, like React and React Native. So if you're on the JavaScript side of things, you definitely won't come across Dot, because they solve the same purpose, but yeah, it's different things. Yeah, JavaScript. So we can head over to Flutter, right? So created by Google. And yeah, so this is their application. So you can see build for any screen. So make it dynamic. And then Flutter transforms your development process. Flutter transforms the development process. Build, test, and deploy beautiful mobile, web, and desktop and embedded experiences with a single code base. Backend will be the end of me. It's expensive. So I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you came here. Mish Tech, shout out, shout out. You cannot know everything in IT. Definitely, Tumza man, shout out for the follow. Definitely can't know everything in IT. We all, even the most experienced people out here, they're also still learning. So you're saying it's expensive. The backend will be expensive. Okay. So if you're not aware, we are running MIH, so it looks something like this. This is what our MIH tech stack looks like, and we're currently running this locally on our own hardware, on our own physical servers, at our own facilities. So the cost of running it is the cost of electricity, I guess. Every time I code, I stop at backend because I need lots of things like cloud storage and a lot. True, true, true. So this is what the MIH project is there for. It's to make things a little bit easier for you in order to get up and running. So you don't really need to go to the cloud services in order to get up and running. You can use the MIH project to do that. And for us, our API layer is done with Fast API. So we use Python as our backend language. And yeah, we use that. And if you hook up the MIH app project on our side, on your side over here, you will be able to deploy a Fast API server quickly on your own hardware and get it up and running. And you can ask us for help. The project is not perfect at the moment. We are still working on it and still making enhancements and improvements to it. But yeah, and also if you're looking for, you say things like cloud storage. So you're saying a cloud is an issue. So we've recently discovered OCI. So OCI is Oracle Fast API on my own server. Yeah. That's what we've done. But okay, not this one. So it's Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So they have an always free tier when you create when you use their cloud services, right? So there's an always free tier. It's a little bit slow. You have to play around with it a little bit. But I do have a cheat sheet somewhere where I updated some things. I don't remember where I put it. But we have some cheat sheets on how to get it up and running faster. So there's a couple of things that you have to remove from your instance once it gets up and running. Like there's some agent that monitors your instance, and when you're on the always free tier, it slows things down a lot because I think you get let's ask Gemini quickly. So also, I'm also interested in cybersecurity, so I'm learning on Back the Box and Try Hack Me. Hectic. I'm also shout out. We have zero experience in cybersecurity. That's why Ronan assisted us with this. I like Contabo. So there's a message over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Unstructured Means. So Unstructured Means is saying over on YouTube that I like Contabo. I'll copy that. Contabo on... Wait, sorry. I'm being foolish over here. I like Contabo on my Play servers. They have big VPS options for only 10 to 20 euros. Shout out Unstructured. But 10 to 20 euros are quite pricey. So most of my audience do come from South Africa. So we'll head over to the MIH app calculator and we'll switch over to the Forex calculator. So you're saying, like, let's say 10 euro. What's it? Euro into ZAR. You'll see it's kinda pricey. So I'm assuming this is a monthly option, right? Unstructured. So this is 190 Rand per month. So not too expensive, if I'm being honest, but some people can't afford it right now. Some people can't afford that. Do they rate limit? So thank you so much for letting us know about that. I'm gonna Google Contabo in the meantime, and we can look at that. The best value cloud VPS hosting on earth. Shout out. Yeah, it's three-ish euro or 5 euros per month for their stuff. Thank you so much for plugging us with that. I'm seeing Tumza is saying, how much is Gemini actually? I be seeing expensive plans for Gemini. So I love free things. So I use the free version of Gemini. So this is how I use AIs. I don't pay for any of the premium AI services. I'll use Gemini. If I'm not happy with Gemini's answer, the next best thing, I go to DeepSeek. If DeepSeek gives me trouble, then I go to Claude, because it's probably a coding issue. I go to Claude and I'll use their free versions. I go to Claude, use Claude. If Claude doesn't help me, then I go to GPT. And then I go to GPT at the end. So there's many AIs out there to get different opinions or different angles from things. So there's no need for the free stuff. And it is expensive. You see it's asked me to upgrade over here at the top. If we click on upgrade to AI Pro, it is quite expensive. You can see, it's even showing me in euros. That's how you know it's expensive. So this is 50 euros. Yeah, I definitely won't do that. The free versions are definitely out there, and there's no limit. You did rate limiting, right? Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about on the Oracle stuff. Yeah. On the Oracle stuff, you can put a limit in, I think. But if you have everything set up over here, the way that Gemini explains it to you, it will be free. It will be free. Yes, on my code. No, I don't have any rate limits, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure. Please elaborate on that, Tumza. Please elaborate. Add on the lightning. Shout out. Ever since I started using Gemini Pro, I can't stop using it. It's probably quite dope, not gonna lie. I can say the same about the free version. Ever since using Gemini to assist me with coding, I haven't gone back to just using regular Google. Because when you get error messages in the terminal, it was such a pain previously reading it and putting it into Google and finding something that matches it. But with AIs, I'll just dump it into Gemini and say, please help me. And then it will read it for me, understand it, and then point me in the right direction at least. Maybe not fix the issue completely, but it will at least point me in the right direction. That's what I like about it. So yeah, the always free option. Have you tried anti-gravity? So I haven't tried anti-gravity. So that's Google's AI coding tool. So I haven't tried anti-gravity for a specific reason, the anti-gravity IDE. Yeah. I haven't tried it for a specific reason, and that reason is, firstly, we use to our workflow on VS Code, first and foremost. And secondly, we want to move away from VS Code. Thank you so much, Adon, the Lightning, shout out. So we want to move away from VS Code because I want to try something new, and the editor that we want to try in the future, instead of anti-gravity and learning this whole new AI workflow, I want to learn NeoVim. So we are in the process of trying to prepare ourselves to do the switch over to NeoVim. So if you can see over here, NeoVim is a terminal text editor forked from Vim, created to refactor and improve the maintainability of Vim's original code and improving the extensibility of Vim. Let me check it out. It's quite advanced. It's just based on the terminal, so I can show you what regular Vim looks like, because I'm not experienced with it, but I have some experience with it. So, sorry, my light is doing nonsense. Okay, so if I say Vim test and press enter, what is this? Okay. I think I already did have something over there. I'll quit. So let's say vim test.txt, right? And now we're in our editor. A user or bot can make a server within a specific time frame. A user or bot can make to a server within a specific time frame. I'm not sure. So rate limiting is a security and performance technique that restricts the number of requests. Okay. Rate limiting. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. And I'll explain to you what we are using for that. Unstructured, shout out. I see you quite lively over on YouTube. Make sure to follow us. Make sure to subscribe to us. So, okay, let's answer Tumza's question. Please elaborate on the bot and the user thing. I'm not understanding the question, but the rate limiting. So currently what we are using to restrict the amount of things that are coming through to our server, we're using Nginx, a reverse proxy server. So that has load balancing and limiting over here. And I think Nginx can handle quite a lot of requests coming through to us. And also on top of that, Fast API itself can also handle lots of requests coming through to it. So these two ensures that we can handle lots of requests coming through. So yeah, we do use a reverse proxy. So let's see. Anti-gravity is nice for quick sandbox, but trash if you have any need for proper IntelliSense. So that's probably the hints and stuff, I'm assuming. Then it is more worth doing the effort and configuring for Zen for your project. Okay, I'm assuming Zen is another IDE. This is quite interesting. You can try learning Vim by enabling Vim mode in VS Code. So once again, thank you so much. So I'll show you over on YouTube. If we go to our extensions, not MCP stuff. Can I expand this? Oh my word. Close all. Save. So if we open this up and I click on Vim, so you will see I do have the Vim motion enabled on VS Code, and that's where I got started learning Vim and getting used to the shortcuts and all of those kind of things. So it's already enabled in Vim. This was the first step in getting us ready to switch over to NeoVim. So we've not mastered, but we are quite used to the navigation of Vim now. The next step that we had to do was we were quite tied to our Git from VS Code itself, our source control from VS Code, just over here. So we recently, not too long ago, we learned Git from scratch. We learned Git from the CLI. So now we know how to do different things on Git status. And we know how to use Git, just what we needed to do on VS Code. We know how to do it now in the terminal. So that was the next step. I think the following step that I'm going to have to nice one. I like what you are doing. Thank you so much, Adon. We appreciate it. So the next step that I'll have to learn and figure out in order to finally move over to NeoVim is learn Flutter CLI. So if you have a look over here, currently for Flutter, so I'll close this. So currently, to make things easy for me on Flutter, there's normally a plus button. There was a plus button previously in order to run our code. But we created these things called a launch file inside VS Code, right? So the launch file, allows me to click this play button and then click the different profiles. So currently on the debug, and then click on the play button, and then my Flutter application is running for me. And we did this by configuring a launch file over here. Tokozan, shout out for the follow, and things like that. But the proper way of running things is you probably have to say flutter run -t, so we have to target a specific one. So this is MIH underscore UI lib, and then I think it's main. Let's see where we are. Yeah, it's main underscore dev dot, and then probably Android or something like this. And then it's probably somehow like this. So you're supposed to run something like this in order to hook it up for you. But as you can see, I don't really fully know the CLI of Flutter. So this is going to be the next step in order for us to fully switch over to Vim. We'll just have to figure out the CLI and that running from the terminal itself. That's the last step that's holding us back from switching. So in due time, that will happen. No rush at the moment. So nice. I've never used Git UI. They confused me. So think now you use CLI for Git, you will find it harder to go back. Definitely. So prior to working on MIH, I had no experience with Git at all. I knew of it. I knew how to clone stuff, but that was the extent of everything. And it just stopped over there. But when I started using MIH, then I had to figure out Git, and I just used the normal source control inside VS Code because VS Code was our hub for everything. And because I was a beginner, I thought, let me not try learn CLI, the command line interface. Let me rather just learn this one. And I can definitely tell you that it's much easier learning, or it's much easier for my understanding of how Git works and how Git runs by learning the CLI rather than learning the Git source control stuff to say, click this minus to unstage or click the plus to stage things, and then just write a message over here and click the commit button to commit things. And then I have this plugin over here which is creating a pull request. So I did everything from here, and it was just a button click in order to do things. So yeah, we've abandoned that and we're just using the CLI now. Let's see the TikTok comments. They're flooding through over here. We should link up. I got some skills. Shout out Loeto, shout out. So MIH is open source, so you can dive in and contribute to the project and learn things and have issues and all of that stuff. Just head over to git.mzansi-innovation-hub.co.za and hook it up from there. Learn things and send us a DM if you'd like. So I see Tumza is saying, what is he into? Shout out, very interested. How long have you been doing this? Okay. So we started MIH, the company, June 2024. And prior to starting the company, we worked part-time on MIH, but not what you're seeing today, just like learning Flutter and all of that. So I think it's about just under 2 years now. In June, it's going to be 2 years, so like a year and a half, probably, we've been working on MIH and the MIH project. And what are guys currently doing? We're currently coding. Shout out. Let us know. I think you're missing a word or something over there. But yeah, that's what we're currently working on. When you are done with MIH, I'm glad to post about it. So you can post about it right now. MIH is never going to be done. I feel like it's one of those continuous programs, just like a Facebook. Facebook is never done. It's continuing on forever. Google is never completed. They're always improving it, working on it, things like that. So that's, in my mind, that's what MIH is all about. So please feel free. You can download the application right now. Available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Huawei App Gallery. Do you know about Robust? Nope. I'm not sure what that is. Let us know. But yeah, you can download it on the different stores, the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Huawei App Gallery, and set up your MIH account and yeah, post about it. One of my favorite features that I use inside MIH, there's two of them. So the one that I use the most is the Mzansi wallet. So this is a place to store my loyalty cards digitally. So you can see all of these loyalty cards that we need to get those sweet deals. I no longer keep them in my wallet. I keep them in the Mzansi wallet. So I'll just click on this to show them at Checkers and Spa and all of those kind of things, right? That's the one thing. Robust code is a software designed to handle unexpected input errors. Interesting. We'll have to figure it out, Tumza. We'll have to figure that out. So that's my favorite feature, the Mzansi wallet. The next favorite feature of ours is the Mzansi calculator. You saw me using it now for the Forex calculator. So I use it a lot when it comes to the tip calculator. So think about you going out to like either a date or out with friends, right? If you're out on a date and you don't want to be fumbling over there and writing on the slip itself, you want quick answers. So let's say your total came to about 1,426 Rand, right? And you want to impress your lady and say, now I want to give a 15% tip. Is this a web app? The web app is available. Just search MIH app on Google and we will appear at the top of the list. So this is it over here. MIH app. So yeah, it is a web app also. So let's say it's 15% because I want to flex on my lady. This is a hard calculation to do with a regular calculator, but now you just click calculate and the answer comes to you. This is your new total. And let's make this calculation a little bit more complex. So let's say I'm out with 7 friends. So imagine now there's a 15% tip, or even let's make it even more difficult. Let's say 13% tip, and there's 7 friends that we're splitting it amongst. If we click calculate, you'll see it immediately tells me that each person at this table has to pay 231 Rand in order to pay the bill. It does appear on Google, sir. You are going big. Shout out. If it's not on Google, how are people going to find us? So yeah, we've tested all of this out way back in the day. We were learning about SEO and figuring out how to get further up on the search engine, on the Google search engine, of course. And we had to figure those things out also. I think if you search MIH, it doesn't happen, because MIH stands for something else. Like there's like some dentistry term about it, and there's other companies and things. Ooh, MIH app, third result, shout out. But the web app itself doesn't appear when you just search MIH. So you have to search MIH app on Google, and it appears over there. So yeah, that's our second favorite feature, our tip calculator. And then lastly, the last favorite feature of ours is Minesweeper. So this is the first game that we brought to MIH. And it is our classic Minesweeper game. So I'll do a easy mode, I'll do easy, not very easy. I'll click start. And Minesweeper is basically trying to clear this board and avoiding the bombs. So you see, I just clicked a bomb. I'll start a new game. Yeah. So I'll cover the bomb and then I'll start expanding things. I'll click. And then you can win and all of the stuff, right? And then if you swipe over, you do get to a leaderboard where it shows you the different people and their scores that they made under the different levels also. So under easy, very easy, intermediate. And so far, no one has beaten hard, including myself. So we'll maybe make it a little bit easier, but you can try and beat it. If someone beats it before I make it easier, then I'm keeping the difficulty like that. But yeah, that's also one of my favorite things to do inside MIH. So it can do this. Damn, I need this app. I can't be spending a lot of money alone. Always 50-50 splits. Yeah. So the app is here to make the lives of all the people and the businesses of Mzansi a whole lot easier, a whole lot better, and a whole lot smoother. I will post about it everywhere. Shout out, please feel free and tell your family about it also. And also another cool thing, but tell your family about it. I think everyone needs the Mzansi wallet. We also have an AI, but our AI is broken at the moment. I'll show you what's wrong with it. So we coded in our incorrect model name over here. So it's supposed to be instruct at the end of it. So that's our issue that we're facing, but we fixed it already inside dev. We just need to deploy it, but there's other changes that we need. But we do have an AI. It was quite helpful and friendly and all of the above, but that'll come later. We have a calendar also for basic appointment management. So let's say meeting with Tumza, right? The date, I'll say today, the time, today, chatting, cyber security, right? Add. And now we have different appointments over there for us, right? We do have plans to make this a little bit more robust of a feature in the future, but for now, we're going to keep it basic. And one of our, also the Mzansi directory, this is also one of the popular ones that we use. The Mzansi directory is the place to search for people or businesses of Mzansi. So if we search for people, I'll search for myself, Yaso. You'll see that this is my business profile or my personal profile. You can find out what my personal mission is in life. If I switch over to the business side, then you can use a business type search. So if we go down over here, let's say I want an AI business, right? I search, we have Bree developers. If we click on them, it takes you through to a Bree developers page where their mission and vision, business mission and vision is we make learning fun. I use their tool and it's quite cool, especially if you're a student. So it's an AI assistant that helps you. It's an AI assistant that helps you study. So it creates Q&As for you. It creates flashcards, quizzes, all of these kind of things for you. You can find them on the MIH app and hook them up. One that I posted about today, I'm going to head over to my favorite businesses, is Donor Hub. So Donor Hub is a crowdfunding platform and they're an all-in-one place for community impact. They do have a 5-star rating. If we visit their website, you will see that I think we should be signed in. Let's wait for our logo to come up. If we click on the hamburger menu and click on crowdfunding, you should see that there are some crowdfunding campaigns that are out there. And the MIH project is also there. We just launched it today. So you can check them out over there also. To be honest, I want this company to rival big companies. So that's the goal, Tumza. That's the goal. Slowly but surely, one step at a time. We'll definitely get out there. There are some challenges like when competing with these big, or you can see that our UI is not really the greatest. We are working slowly but surely. We are improving things and different learnings and outcomes. But we definitely do want to compete one day with the likes of your Googles and stuff. So I'll give you an example of one way that we are doing that. So if we head over to the emulated version, I'm just going to sign out for you. So you'll see on a lot of the websites out there, there's normally a sign in with Google and sign in with Facebook button over here. But our vision for the future is we don't want to have those features because one day I want to have other websites have a sign in with MIH button. So once you have an MIH account and you go onto your different platforms, there'll be a sign in with MIH button. So that's why we didn't have a sign in with Google over here. We want to keep things on our own, learn everything from scratch. So we have the foundation laid to do great things. We have the foundation laid to do great things in the future, but definitely step by step, one step at a time. We'll definitely get there. But cool, thank you so much everyone for joining this evening's MIH Live. Remember, if you'd like to support us, please feel free to download the MIH app. Available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Huawei App Gallery, and the web. Just search MIH or MIH app and we'll appear at the top of the list. If you'd like to support us even more than that, what you can do is you can become a premium member of Mzansi. You can either do that by going to Patreon or over on TikTok. Is this app built on Angular? No, it's built on Flutter. Sito. Thank you so much for the question. You can become a premium member of Mzansi over on Patreon. Or you can do that over on TikTok by subscribing. Just follow us, navigate over to our profile and click the subscribe button. That unlocks specific perks for you. If you'd like to support us even more directly than that, you can head over to Donor Hub. Right? You can scan this QR code. Let me show you it. Scan this QR code that you see on the screen right now. So scan this QR code that you see on the screen right now. It will navigate you over to the Donor Hub Business Info tab. Here, navigate over to their website and sign up and stuff. And then head over to crowdfunding. You'll find the MIH project. Click on it and scroll to the bottom and donate. And support our journey. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's flip over. Can you put the barcode again? No problem, no problem, no problem. So here's Donor Hub. I'll leave it up for a few seconds. And let me know if everyone got it, if everything is fine. So I think TikTok just got it. Shout out. I think TikTok just did nonsense to us. I don't think I'm supposed to have QR codes up on the screen. My bad. But yeah, head over there. Click on, once you've scanned the QR code, you can visit their website. And then click on the hamburger menu and then click on crowdfunding. And then head over to Donor Hub. And you can support us over there. Cool. I think TikTok doesn't like it when I plug other platforms. I see my live is restricted. Thankfully, it's only towards the end of the live. So cool. Thank you so much, everyone. What is the crowdfunding about? It's just funding the MIH project. And there's other... So the Donor Hub is not our platform. It's someone else's platform that is loaded on the Mzansi directory. So it's basically a place to support different communities. Because, living in South Africa, and I'm guessing Africa, getting funding from these different companies is kind of hard and kind of difficult. I'm speaking from experience right now. So Donor Hub is an alternate to get some funding for your company. Let's say, for example, you need your own server for your company. And the server costs, let's say, 15,000. Right? Just joined. Shout out, Richard Long. I hope you're talking about joining MIH. We appreciate it. So yeah, Donor Hub is just an alternate platform where you can go to. You're right, but I've noticed something. No problem. Please feel free to give us some feedback. So yeah, this is just an alternate. So let's say you need a server for your thing. The server is going to cost about 15,000. Instead of you going to the banks, asking for a loan, or going to the different funding companies, you can go on to Donor Hub and crowdfund. So a whole lot of different people can donate or sponsor you with small amounts of money in order to achieve your goal. Can I ask a personal question? Was backend expensive for you? So no. Okay, let me answer that question first. So was backend expensive for me? So when we started MIH, we did not use any cloud services. We wanted to learn everything from scratch. So learning how to deploy in physical hardware and getting it up and running onto the internet. So we didn't have much experience on using clouds and stuff and the expenses. I was quite scared of that. So we used an old laptop and now we have an actual server. But I think it can get quite expensive if you don't monitor it and if you don't put the different restrictions and alerts in place. But it shouldn't be expensive if you're just doing like an MVP at the moment. So Richard Log, when you network people, don't want to network with someone who doesn't have any motion or assets. Interesting. When you network people, don't want to network with someone who doesn't have any motion or assets. So I'm assuming you're talking about Donor Hub. I'm not sure if I think crowdfunding helps the little guys get somewhere, definitely. So I'm not sure if you're talking about networking with Donor Hub, but he's definitely making motions. Definitely. I'm actually quite jealous of him on YouTube. He's making motions. I wish one day to get to his subscriber count. But yeah, we friendly, we help each other out. So is it a free server or use how many businesses you have loaded already? Okay, so we have 61 businesses loaded in the Mzansi directory. So these are businesses that loaded their application. We don't host their websites. They have their own hosting. It's just a directory. So similar to Google, Google is not the ones hosting the different websites when you search on Google. They host it on their own. It's just a link from Google to their website. So that's the same thing that MIH, the Mzansi directory, does. Okay, it was always scary for me. Yeah, I've recently jumped into Tooms. I've recently jumped into the cloud world, and it's super simple to get up and running, but also still a little bit scary. But YOLO, we'll figure it out from there. If there's additional costs that we have to do, we'll have to eat those costs and figure out how to stop it. I think crowdfunding, this is from Richard, I think crowdfunding helps the little guys get somewhere. Definitely. And that's the purpose of Donor Hub. It's community building. It's for your people that don't have connections, that don't have funds and all of those kind of things. Sorry, what is MIH? So MIH stands for Mzansi Innovation Hub. That's our company name. And our mission and vision is to make the lives of all the people and the businesses of Mzansi a whole lot easier, a whole lot smoother, and a whole lot better with our technologies. So this is the MIH app that we're using to achieve our mission and vision. So thank you for explaining. Makes sense. Thank you. The mic is also for podcast-like content. Yes. So we are live on YouTube and Twitch. And I wanted a silky voice for the audience, of course. So if you head over and subscribe over there, you'll be able to see our screen properly and also hear me nicely. It's a better experience over there. If you want like a mobile experience, head over to YouTube. If you want to watch on the TV, head over a tablet, head over to Twitch. That's the big experience. We'll figure out how to make things a little bit better. YouTube name, please. So it's Mzansi Innovation Hub, same as TikTok. So all over the place, it's Mzansi Innovation Hub. And you should find us there. Cool. Thank you for explaining this to us. No problem. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this evening's MIH Live. We do appreciate it. Same as TikTok got it, shout out. We do appreciate each and every one of you for joining us, participating, chatting. It was quite lively this evening. I like it. And giving me your opinions on MIH, making MIH just a little bit better. Cool. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out the MIH project on our MIH Git and download the MIH app and utilize it and share it with all of your people. I wish to get more experience to work at your company, sir. So in order to contribute to MIH is open source, so please feel free to contribute. You can gain the experience from there the exact same way that we did. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this evening's MIH Live. We do appreciate you. We will be live, or we do try and go live Monday to Thursday at 9 p.m. But yeah, at 9 p.m. So we hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much, everyone, and let's keep working hard in Mzansi.